All right, now blue is up.
Alrighty, bring them back, guys. So, Operation Leaping Tiger. Situation, area of operations, Island Para is the name of this map. We are going to be operating in the specific island itself doesn't have a name, but if you reference the map, you'll see all the crayon marks there. Terrain's a jungle swamp and swamp combination with some waterways mixed in. Weather, roughly, where's the in-game time? Should be roughly 1 in the morning. Not seeing my watch here. Overcast, slight chance of rain. Hasn't started raining yet. It actually looks pretty clear, so maybe no more chance of rain. Enemy forces, size on target, expected to be around 10 military aged males that would be armed in the immediate area as in the island itself. From you zoom out a little bit, western side, Santa Isabel, that town, eastern down the abandoned village would be the most built-up areas of potential enemy quick reaction force. There's estimated to be around 40 fighters around this island that may be sympathetic to Nikos's cause. Composition would be, in terms of arms, are small arms, possible heavy machine guns on trucks and light technicals, RPGs, no night capabilities, no known night capabilities, no known advanced shoulder fire in terms of locking. Disposition is they are relaxed. They've operated in this area with little or no resistance from the local police forces. The most likely course of action on contact is that the, and I'll get to a little bit more here soon, is on target is expected to be Nikos's own personal security plus his hosts. Those fighters are for sure going to be willing to fight and stand, barricade themselves if necessary, and attempt to flee with Nikos. The most deadly course of action will, if they're able to barricade themselves and call in reinforcements either by radio or land phone lines, and they attempt to hunker down and fight it from here until their assistance comes in forms of QRFs. Civilian presence on target is not expected to be any civilian presence itself. Nico's mistress, unknown name, unknown description, may also be accompanying him, but there are civilians around the island and the surrounding towns. Friendly forces would be our hooligan elements, red and blue teams tonight, along with air. The mission itself is hooligan will conduct a raid on suspected compound in order to capture high-value individual Nikos. Commander's intent. The commander's intent is to capture narco-terrorist treasure Nikos in order to exploit him for further intelligence. So again, intent is to capture narco-terrorist treasure Nikos in order to exploit him for further intelligence. End states would be, in terms of friendly forces, all hooligan and air accounted for, RTB, enemy HVI Nikos captured, and then with the civilian limited damage to the civilian populace and infrastructure. Task org is blue, Justin running blue team tonight. Right now, main task on target is building 11, looking for Nikos, and then secondary purpose would be SSE on building 11, just any items of note, anything that may be used for further intelligence. Red team, their task is 13 and 12. We'll go in a little bit on how we'll break that down. The same purpose, Nikos and SSE. We don't have a sizable ground element to really have a dedicated aid, litter, EPW, and SSE. So each teams need to be ready if those specialty teams are called for. Going further into, yep, was there a question?
Nope.
Okay. Concept of operation. One is the infill, hooligan insert. basically starts with our insert, patrol and movement towards our ORP. And before that here is what you guys have already been kind of tackling, PCCs, PCIs, and the mission brief. Phase 2, big assault kicking out from ORP. Actually back up first ORP. Wrap up ORP, conduct seals. If we got to make any adjustments on the game plan at that time, we'll do so before we push out. Really just the last, getting our shit together and checks. Potentially after that, we would be moving across 2 potential LDAs towards our release point. This first LDA looks pretty deep here on the map. I believe it's only between roughly knee and waist high. If it is not that and we have to swim it, we'll have to adjust accordingly. For this one, it's kind of a large one, especially if we have to swim. Might set a piece here, move a piece across, and then flip-flop the watch. Secondary LDA, I think once we get eyes on it, up front can call our method of crossing the LDA. Bumping should probably be sufficient among both teams. Movement into this is the release point right now, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to get there, not quite teach it or treat it like a ORP, but basically get our shit together again, hold security. If we need to have a team creep forward to get better eyes on and report back, we'll do so. Or if we're already confident with it after a quick talk through, we'll begin to push the objective. The assault phase is done after 11, 12, 13 are clear and secure, and then we would move into post-assault phase. That would start with those buildings being clear, the SSE and either a call of Nikos being found or dry hole being called, and then any SSC special teams or security posture that we need to establish here as part of the post-assault. Prep for exfil call. Phase 4 of this is the actual bringing in the bird for us to extract. The primary plan is it a UH-60 DAP you guys plan to bring in here, or a 47?
47. It'll be a yeah.
Okay. The primary on the objective itself, if this takes any longer than 5 minutes, probably should be quicker than that. We've probably run into a few problems we'll have to sort through at the time, but things go according to plan. HLZ is quite enough for us to get the call off the X. They're going to move in here. I think Owen was talking about primarily coming from the southeast, basically moving right in here, either wheels down, slightly in the water, or even hovering. Whatever team has control of Nikos would load him up and load themselves up. The team not in control of Nikos would be holding security and then immediately flow on to the bird after the handling team and Nikos are on. Some contingencies on that. If this is too hot to call in a bird, but we have Nikos control of them, some possible contingency would be breaking contact up towards some larger areas that would be some more open HLZs, suplex chokehold. And then with that exfil, of course, we need to have accountability before we get on the birds. We're determining the extract during that exfil, accountability, and then ACE, and then on the birds itself, if any of the medic rules need to work on anyone, we'll communicate that. And then the last phase is when all elements are mounted up on the birds. Hooligan and air elements are RTB and full accountability. Some of the contingencies for this would be as we're placing down to body slam, if air sees any type of significant ground force, likely fire team size, in or around that would potentially blow our HLZ, they're going to call Pepsi over the net. Another contingency is if either team or the kind of our squad element as a whole runs into a Mascal, we'll call Mascal. we'll strong point that area and communicate with CAS to until we can work out of it. If we have to go into that type of ECAS, Texas will be the ECAS call. Of course, if we just communicate over net, hey, this is where we are, this is where the enemy are, we can work it that way as well. But Texas would be that ECAS call. Civilians, if there are civilian presence en route or on the objective, proper escalation of force, kind of hard to do in the ArmA. We'll first attempt to bypass them without being detected. And then if we do have actual contact with them, it would be a shout, get down, get away, put down your weapon. Can't really shove, but attempt to zip tie. And then if you perceive them as a threat to friendly forces or the mission, you're clear to engage. All armed individuals in our area of operation, once we touch down, are considered hostile as well. And if they are a threat to friendly elements or the mission as a whole, can engage. Any civilian vehicles on the island, we should treat as civilian until their actions show differently. Any non-compliant vehicles, we'll first send out warning shots to them. They continue to approach, we're cleared to engage them, shooting to kill or disable the vehicle. Let's see here. Special equipment is really mainly make sure everyone has zip ties. Don't envision us having to place any demo. We should probably have it. If we got time to put it on any type of cache, or if we just need to, you know, reduce any type of obstacle, we'll have it. And then flashbangs primarily. Obviously, we're not going to be tossing frags into these buildings if we're trying to capture Nikos. That being said, if Nikos is putting up a fight and you have to kill him, obviously do so. But we're attempting to capture him. He's worth more if we can gain intelligence from him. I think that's something I was gonna go back and hit that I had missed. Trying to think of what that was.
Let's talk about
come up if there's any questions.
abort criteria and compromise.
Abort criteria on HLZ or just on the mission as a whole?
General abort criteria.
If tying into also if we're detected along, if we're alone, we're going to attempt to fight towards the objective still. If myself or either teams think that we can no longer make that fight, it's too much resistance, or if we for whatever believe Nikos is out of area, we'll abort then, coordinate with air. That being said, air, you guys can work your own, I guess, flight plan on once we establish contact, whether it's waypoint 3 or on the objective itself. If you guys are able to get eyes on the objective, kind of isolate it and track anything that's moving in or out towards building 11, 12, 13.
Raj, hey, are you coordinating? I know we're changing that, but for tonight, are you coordinating from the ground?
Tonight yeah. I'll coordinate it. I think because then both the teams can just easily work those buildings. I'll try to work in with the team, so I'm not off on my own, but I'll primarily communicate with you.
Okay.
And then any other questions on that ground side before air?
And what's the order of movement from HLZ on en route to ORP?
Order of movement's gonna be blue, myself, red. Once we hit the HLZ, we'll say push into the nearest cover and concealment. We'll get a security accountability. We'll conduct. Let's push initially 50 meters, so we got that accountability. We'll push roughly to waypoint 3, get off the HLZ, conduct seals there before we pick up movement again. Make sure there's nothing moving in on us, and then we'll just keep that order of movement through, unless we gotta adjust it for whatever reason.
Does anybody on the island have anti-air capability?
Not in form of like an advanced shoulder fire type of locking. The extent of it would be RPGs or heavy machine guns.
Is there any water vessels at this guy's disposal parked at that location?
Not known. It was not in any of the ISR from a few days ago, and their sea capabilities are they're non-existent.
Their sea capabilities, you said?
Yeah, as in terms of like actual fighting gunboats or whatnot.
Like the Nikos Navy.
Yeah, I'm worried about them squirting.
We'll say just next to no chance of that for the
Watch
night.
them. Squirt on you.
Any other questions ground side before Air covers some more stuff?
If we get hands on the mistress, are we leaving her?
She's not the describe hands on.
I think you know
If
what I
if we get positive control of Mistress.
She's not gonna be our primary mission. If she's there and we can easily take her along with us, we'll do so to also to exploit her with some intelligence. If
Take her back for Wiley.
if she's if she's a hindrance to the mission and we just gotta zip tie her and leave her, we'll do so. One other thing I kind of forgot to talk about is I've restfully marked some of these roadways, road green, yellow, black, and then that highway we can just call this highway or orange since it's a bright ass orange throughout. I did for Air, I got some rough TRPs here that are mainly just intersections we can use to communicate either enemy QRFs or RPAs if we're having to adjust off. When you want to run us through your guys' plan from there, said?
Yeah, so we'll you guys get on the Chinook. We're gonna I'll have a little bird. We'll scout it Air. We're gonna try to set you down, but just be prepared for a fast rope. Once we insert you guys, we're gonna swing on around the island towards the east side, head down south. We're gonna keep that Chinook around HP Eagle, just ready to pick you guys up, and then we'll take the little bird. I got Bert in as the co-pilot. He'll be on the ISR. We'll creep up to about Sierra and sneak around there until we get a good visual on the area. Once we get that, we'll let you know, and we'll give you a report on what's there. We'll look for boats or any kind of form of navy or seamanship, and then we'll be on standby from there.
Got it. After we once we initialize hard contact with the enemy, whether it's en route or on the objective itself, you guys are cleared on anything you PID.
Yeah. So when we hear what's the when you get Nikos, what's the call?
Nikos, we're just gonna go with the codename Nikos.
Okay. If we hear that, we're gonna be comms plan for us. All of us will have air to ground, long range. We'll do and then pilot to pilot. It'll be me to Wiley. We'll do the short range air to air, and then Bert will be on the he'll be monitoring your net. So what we'll just to get ahead of the fight a little bit. Once we hear that, we'll start creeping Raptor 2 and the Chinook. You still LZ brief, you call it, and you invite them in and all that stuff, but just get them pre-staged a little bit better.
Got it.
So,
Bert, real quick, Bert, on your calls, if relaying to me, if they're at least a mounted QRF on one of these roadways, if you just give me the road color and rough direction they're traveling from and to, or the TRPs, I'll be able to quickly figure it out in my head.
Yeah, for anything that's not like critical, like urgent, immediate, I'll give you the basic spot report. But if it's something that is like a imminent threat, if I get a jump on flash message and let you know, I'll do it that way. But I'll monitor TroopNet as well too, in case you go down. I can jump over to there.
Got it. And then succession of command. If I go down ground wise, we'll go with blue lead Justin, then red lead Dusa, and then if all three of us are down, whoever's up needs to take control of the situation, make shit happen. Not only on ground, but coordinating with the air.
So one big thing that could be a hurdle for the extract, I forgot that the HVIs, they can't swim.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm gonna try to do is coming from HP here, fly down this road and basically come down this angle. If there's enough room, I'm gonna try to put the back of the tail like right here on the road, so that you can just load them from there.
Got it. If you are able to hold a low hover around there,
We should be.
and we
Yeah.
move them up to him, yeah, we should be able to put them in
Sure.
too.
Yeah.
Any other questions or things I may have missed here?
Are we taking the ORP in force, or is that slow rolled in with lead element?
Let's take it with basically force. I don't foresee anything out here. I mean, if en route, if we see different, we'll hold roughly 75 meters out here on this route. White, send the team in first and bring in the rear team. Actually, let's just do that as our primary. Blue can move in, hold far side the ORP, whatever direction we come from. Red watching their rear, and then as they get the call, they'll move in and just fill in the back half of the basic clock we establish.
Cascading events should this guy die in the area.
But Nikos dies?
Yep.
We will attempt to bag his body, bring him back. If possible, that won't be we need him for intelligence. We don't really have a whole lot of value with his body that I foresee, but we'll attempt to bring his body back. If he's in a shitty area that we're gonna have to fight through, and we know he's confirmed dead, we might leave the body. If he's hit, we'll have the medics once we have control of him.
Should we capture him? What's cascading events in the area that's gonna happen?
Probably just the same as as in the immediate cascading events or long term.
Yeah. What's the effects gonna happen?
The effects are with, in terms of him being the treasurer, at least mission-wise, we will hopefully be able to pinpoint all of his investments within this narco cartel group. He's going to have idea of where all the spending is and where the money is being funneled to, from, and where, and hopefully that will kind of we'll be able to pick apart this cartel group from within. That's really all I have made up in my lore head at the moment.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the cells we got going.
There's
the
always
financial
names.
cell. Yeah.
There's always
Yeah.
names
Alright.
attached to the bank accounts.
Haven't written it up that far in my head, but basically gonna use him to basically see if he can give us some names and maybe hopefully track where money's being funneled to and from.
Roger that. Sweet.
If he ends up getting smoked, I say we grab that mistress because she's gonna know something and she's alive to talk.
Yep. Yeah. If we get both of them, then I mean the people that get paid to fucking make people talk,
Play it.
use them
We'll
against each
pay
other.
attention. Yeah, we'll pay attention to like who squirts, who leaves the island as soon as we snag him, because they're probably gonna think that they're he's ratting their names. So if he dies or not, let's take his body. That they won't know the difference, and then we can
Very
see
true.
who's squirting.
I almost guarantee Mistress squirts.
Is that with the hands on or no? All
Depends on
right.
who
Find
you
out.
serve first.
Anything else? I was gonna say, teams, you guys gotta adjust any equipment or whatever, and do that.
You're on Whisper, TJ.
I could hear you.
Do we have
basic,
a commo smoking signal plan that's like posted somewhere? Or?
No, we don't. With the commo is pre-planned or pre-programmed into our radios with those channels labeled. The smoke, we don't have any.
All smoke's
This
gonna be
smoke
green
is
tonight.
this. Yeah. If we can do the guy cost smoke, toss and call.
Better have some chem lights.
Yeah, just any equipment. We'll meet at the bird when ready.
fast.
Yeah, Blue, you get the step wherever you see fit for that security halt.
Roger, Blue. We are stepping. Time now. Dart, take lead. Wedge off.
On you, Dart. I got right.
Blue, Oscar Mike.
Yeah, you say keep them back a good 50 meters or so.
So Dart, what you're doing now is set the pace for us. If you want guns up, keep your gun up. If you want to stay crouched, stay crouched.
Okay.
Hey, have it go ahead and flex as needed where you feel like you're most effective.
Copy that.
And we're just pushing up to that point, correct?
Correct. Hey, Dart, you know where you're going?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to the white line.
And we have to cross some water.
Copy that.
It's fine, just roll it. It's just high. Hey, Dart, hold here. Goon, Blue.
So for Goon.
Hey, I'm gonna shift out some positions here. Stand by.
Roger. I'm right here.
Alright, I'm gonna flex off.
Just gonna tie in the rear.
Hey,
Off
Dart,
the
let
water.
me take lead here. You guys flex off me.
Sounds good.
Alright, I have Apex. Blue, Oscar Mike.
Double
Roger,
hit
pick
control.
it at your discretion.
Double tap control and it'll lower your weapon.
Blue, bearing 195, waypoint 3.
Roger, waypoint 3.
Blue, achieve waypoint 3, maintaining bearing 195.
Red, closing waypoint 3. Red and blue, just for your essay, there's got nothing for us to report so far. It doesn't look like we've stirred anything up over.
Blue, tracking all. G waypoint 2, doing clearance. Clearance.
Roger, waypoint 2.
Doing movement.
Well, it's clear so far.
So far.
closing waypoint 2.
I can hear that rotary. Let's hope he's not spooked.
Right.
Blue achieve waypoint 1, continue route.
Roger, waypoint 1. Roger, closing waypoint 1.
They're stopping. Need accountability. Hey, Blues, we're probably gonna coast another 50 meters and then go a short halt.
Blue copies.
Alright, we got some good micro here, we'll call it. You and Blue.
So for good.
And we're gonna take a short halt here in preparation for ORP.
Roger.
Alright, Havoc, you get the warm fuzzy. We'll do this.
Copy that. You want to take it in force online?
Absolutely.
Copy that. Hey, we got on the left. Get a line abreast with red. Or with, I'm sorry, say again. Get line abreast with Justin.
I don't know what that means.
All right, so
Hey guys, let's get volume checks really quick. I can hear voices at the back of the formation.
Digging in on this side.
there you go.
Thanks.
Yep. We
You're
got a
blue.
little bit further.
Team for good.
A little further.
And
All right.
Blue is
We're
assaulting
all
through
gonna
the
stand up.
ORP.
We're gonna maintain this formation as we move
Roger,
through
and
to the
hold
ORP.
on. Once they get to that far side of our people, bring up rear.
All right, ready.
Ready.
Let's take it.
Blue here in this. Creep up a little bit to my
Let's
pods.
walk it. Let's walk it.
Be on the left, look a bit left. Be on the right, look a bit right.
Alright, once we hit this other side, let's sit tight and do sills for a minute.
Copy. It's probably the last coverings. So I'm running here.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Havoc. Once we push this, go ahead and bump out where you need to go. Or most likely. I'll set Dart up. That's good enough here. Alright, Blue, let's set up. Dart, go ahead and punch out to that tree right there.
Copy. Moving.
Havoc when you got the fuzzy.
Red is entering RP set. Fill in a 6.
Goon, Blue, we're set up here.
Roger, Red, you're good to move in. Establish for side o'clock. Red and Blue, establish security here on ORP. Let's double check that voices are down to at least 25%. We'll conduct seals for the next 2 mics or so. All still well, we'll just continue movement. Do another halt there at that RP marker. Break. Blue, from your pause, you got eyes on this first waterway LDA at all?
That's an A-firm.
Yeah, how do you think we should cross this? Near side security and push far, and then flip-flop security?
Roger, I think you should do it by team.
Roger, yeah, what we'll do is we'll have you guys push up first and Red move up to possibly support. But let's conduct seals here for the next 2 mics. Let air work a little bit more on ISR as well.
Dart, if you don't know how to lower your volume, hold tab and use your scroll wheel. Take that thing down to a quarter.
Roger, I adjusted it.
Alright, just so everyone's tracking, we're doing seals for about 2 mics, and then we'll move on.
You know what seals is? Dart?
Negative. Can you inform me, please?
Yeah, buddy. So it's gonna be stop, look, listen, smell. We can't smell, so I usually just put like security in there. So again, that's SLLS.
Copy. Thank you. I will say I think my soundboard is going out, so if I need to adjust my
Red
volume,
and
just
Blue,
let me know.
Update from air, break. On objective between buildings 1-1 and 1-3, roughly around that intersection, 2 sentries at a barrel fire. They do not appear alert, but they are armed. Break. Also reports of possible fire team element between TRP 03 and HLZ chokehold right off that ASR. How copy?
Blue tracking all relaying team. Alright, Blue, listen up. We have a reference maps break. Between 1-1 and 1-3, at the intersection, you have 2 sentries on alert at a burned barrel, manning guard positions break.
Red and Blue. What I'm thinking here after we
Between TRP3 to the north and HLZ checkpoint,
Blue,
noted enemy fire team size
addresses
element
those
QRF
first
of 5,
sentries.
known enemy.
And then that'll be the key for the release of once they're confirmed down, Blue will push their building 1-1, Red will push their building 13.
Green and Blue, say again your last engagement of 2 sentries at Burn Barrel.
Roger, yeah, primarily we'll use Blue to initiate on those 2 sentries on that contact. That'll be the release for you guys, and then push through to building 1-1 and red to hit 1-3 over.
Solid and all. Alright, so as far as the sentry assholes at the intersection, we will be initiating on that when the time comes.
Good copies. Blue, you get to start working this first waterway LDA.
Roger, Blue is crossing. Alright, Blue, we're going to cross this LDA first. Red's going to be in security, so let's get stepping and make ourselves duck some water. Yeah, she deep. Alright, Havoc, where you feel best? Dart, go left. I'll take right.
Red, you're gonna break down. Move across.
Red is now crossing.
Blue, this is Goon. You guys are good to pick up. Red is now across LDA.
Roger, Blue taking lead, order movement. Alright, Blue, we're taking order movement. Apex on me, wedge it up.
Step at your discretion.
Green Blue at LDA.
Roger.
Yeah, I see
You guys are good to
contacts
bump
at
across to
southeast
your
127.
discretion.
We sector by technical, about 100 meters out.
Roger that, lower your silhouette. We're gonna be getting across the release point, and we'll deal with them.
Green Blue, I had net chatter, say again.
Yeah, you guys are good to go ahead and bump across it.
Blue, let's cross. Blue cross and set.
You're good across.
Green and Blue, RP is going to be direct south by about 100 meters.
Roger, just go ahead and pick up, continue movement.
Alright, Blue, continuing movement. I'm on Apex, wedge it up. We're going to be walking. Blue's achieved that RP. Be mindful. Break. Burn barrels to the southeast within visual range. Probably about 75 meters out.
Roger, creeping up to your pause here.
Blue, let's go ahead and do a last MWE check here. Make sure we're all squared away. Last minute ops checks. Do not fire that laze.
Right over your left shoulder. Get eyes on those contacts they had spotted.
Not currently. But I got eyes on the building.
Got it. Let's see. Is that the outhouse, I think?
I have eyes on 1 times technical with light machine gun in the bed and driver prepped in the Vic.
Hmm.
Distance, direction.
Distance 7.4 meters, bearing 112.
Be nice to initiate on that.
Yeah. We're gonna have to split this. Oh, where's my Havoc at? Oh, I see him. I'm glad you're on my left, because if they fuck that up, you got that fucking saw for that techie.
I read set up on the techie pretty nice here.
Oh, good. Dart, where you at?
Might have to get them to
Oh, right beside you by this big bush.
You on my right?
He's on the left.
Red, blue, stand by for game.
I'm on your left.
Game plan. This techie is 75 meters close, oriented away.
Dark here.
Red has him locked up. Game plan is going to be for Red to initiate on the techie. Blue to push, get eyes on sentries at the barrels, engage. Both teams call clear when those contacts are down. That'll be our release to hit buildings 11 and 13 out copy.
Red copies on.
Blue copies. Upon confirmation, are we rapidly assaulting said buildings?
Roger, yeah, rapidly assaulting after confirmations of those initial targets down over.
Alright, Blue, we are going to wait for confirmation. Once we smoke guys at barrel, they have to confirm they've killed the fucking techie, and then we're assaulting buildings. Rapidly.
Red, on your call, initiate on this techie.
They're gonna fire first.
Red's initiating 3.
Dart, get ready to move quick. Go. Go. I don't see
Got
barrel
struck.
guys.
Red's assaulting him.
I'm getting one.
Copy.
I'm up.
With you.
I don't see burn barrel crash. Get online.
I got eyes on contacts in the buildings. This building 1-2 in a long window beyond the burn barrel.
Roger. PID as best you can to engage with weapons, trying to take Nikos alive.
I don't see your burn barrel, idiots.
Red has
Break.
lock on burn barrel.
Break.
Goon, Blue, I don't see any blue barrel guys. We have positive control here if you want to start your assault. Over.
Roger, good copy. I'm on your pause. Red, you're good to hit 13. Blue, you're good to hit 11.
Blue, crash to 11. Let's go.
With
That's
you.
fire from, I believe, building 11.
Contacts down.
Audible building 13.
We got a point of entry here.
Yeah, right here.
All right, let's take that.
Got flash.
I'm working it, buddy. Banger.
Wood wall. Contact right.
Got the right. Let's take it.
Got the chick.
Dry. Up. Right, short's clear. Collapsing on you.
Roger that. Hey, Dart, this is yours.
Roger. We also got
Building 13 clear secure.
Red, take building 12. Building 13 clear secure. Red is pushing 12. Time now.
Goon, blue, side piece, side piece, side piece.
Roger, break.
IDF.
Air has spotted.
Okay.
Enemy QRF, they're engaging now along highway.
Oh, that was fucking probably us.
All right. All right. Maintain positive control there. Havoc and I are going to establish security out here. Stay inside the building. If worst case scenario, we'll load these fucking Vics and drive the fuck out of here.
Break. Begin post assault. Any SSC, form of take pictures of any sensitive items. Once we're done on respective buildings, given up on accountability as well. We'll prep for this LZ. I'm going to be coordinating that now. Over.
Dart, you got any kind of SSC, maintain your positive control or dump her in a corner. That's fine. I'll maintain it. I need my AR out there pulling security. Got a mobile phone. Oh shit. They're ripping.
6, this is red.
And Dart, keep that side piece locked the fuck up. I want to check out this fucking boathouse. Give me the heebie-jeebies.
Copy, red. I'll keep her SSC for building 12.
Simfort.
We have Nikos, 2 EK. We picked up a folder and a laptop that we couldn't pick up. I have a screenshot of.
Roger. If we could get any available rifles outside exterior, watching our this intersection into the objective.
6, blue. I already have my automatic rifleman oriented that way. Break. Have positive control of side piece. Also acquire 1 mobile phone. Over.
Roger. I copy both teams on SSC. Side piece, Nico's break. Game plan with air. They're recommending HLZ drive feet, southwest side of building 11. We'll have blue move in first since they are close.
Fuck 'em up!
We got contact.
Roger, my AR's dealing with it.
Yeah, little bird's engaging as well.
Actually, we're gonna adjust that last game plan. Red will jump on first with Nikos. Security, load up second. Coordinate with there now.
Blue, listen up. Red's gonna load up. HLZ is gonna be dry feet to your southwest. Red will load up first, then we will break down and trace. Havoc, you hear me over that loud ass bird? Hey, Dart, go ahead and grab side piece. Bring her exterior near me. Set up right here. Bird's on the deck, blue is, or excuse me, red is loading now. Blue, break it down, we're loading. Get on the bird, Dart. Dart. Havoc. Blue is up.